Alright, welcome to Urealms Live Fan Quest Character Creation. Today we have Max, or Casual Cow here, who is going to finish up, hopefully making what's going to be our fourth character, hopefully. I'll let you know, Max, that if something comes up and you can't use this character, or someone else hops in and is more available, I will allow you to save this character for a later date if you really like this character, possibly, because it would save me effort on making a new legendary and all that. But for this campaign, that's going to be hopefully here on the 14th, you are going to be playing as a criminal in some way or another who starts off in like a small little jail and is going to get hired by someone who's going to come in and is going to make you an offer to earn your freedom. So keep that in mind for your character concept.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, first of all, I'll clarify also something else. Is that we do this, if you notice, your stamina here is bar is a little bit differently. I think you were supposed to be here, but maybe you weren't. I do something what I call Season 2.1 rules, which is a little bit different. It's if you're curious on the changes in rules, I think I have them up on the forums, as well as I think I have them pinned in our Discord, so if you're curious. But to make things simple, you're just going to be starting off with any time per round instead of per combat. There's some other small rule changes, but shouldn't be anything too major. There's also what's a 13th class skill for every single class, which if you're curious about, you can ask me about when you decide to pick through your class and everything. That makes it more reminiscent to Season 2. And you can buy any supply from the shop, which I think you already did the shopping phase with me, so I think you're familiar with the whole, so you can get any supply you want, as long as it's in stock, as well as the whole once per shop bet off. Just so to give you a little reminder of the rules.
Okay. Is it okay if I know everyone else's classes so I don't
No.
make a duplicate?
Well, right now, I'll show you as you pick stuff. Right now, I'm treating it like you would have done it with the others.
Okay.
So don't worry. Don't start off by picking your race. If you're curious, you can see what your allies pulled. You got an Azultarian, an Az Warrior, and a Keen.
I think it will be kind of boring and pick an elf.
Alright, you're going to be an Elven criminal. Alright? Keep in mind, so that's 80 gold. I'll let you know, there is a supply that lets you purchase it if you don't like the skills you pull. You can either pay your starting gold eventually to get a passive that lets you just give up all 4 of those skills and pick any 2 spells in the game. Or you can even just, if you want to still have 4 skills, there's an item that lets you re-roll one of your RNG things.
Okay.
If you decide to spend your gold on that when you get to that point. So, let's do some random spells. What elements were you thinking?
I'm thinking 2 fire, 2 dark.
Alright then. Alright, your new spells are Thunderdome, Flash, Malnourish, and Infest.
Infest seems really fun for roleplay.
Oh, indeed. That's pretty solid, actually. You now have some nice defensive tool. You have a freaking really good mobility. You have a Malnourish, which is a useful skill, and Infest is a nice CC effect.
I got something to scare the hell out of people.
Alright. And if you're curious to see what your allies got, at least for the next section,
Ooh, a lucky ass. Nice.
You have a thorough gambler, a lucky fortunate, and a jingoist sanguine.
The one who races the porks. Gotta remember that.
Oh no, he's not ageless towards pork. He decided he wanted to be ageless, and he's racist.
Oh, so he's racist against everyone else?
Yeah, unless you happen to be ageless. Yes?
Never actually thought of Jingo.
So yeah, let me give you your cornerstone attribute. 1 second. Yes? Oh! I might want to grab food, but I'm kind of in the middle of something, so thank you, but no thank you. Alright, sorry, that I needed a moment, roommate, but... So let's find out what your cornerstone attribute are. Your cornerstone is you are a brawler. Okay, nice. That's always a fun one.
Okay.
And your attribute is Herald of Bones. Holy shit!
I'm going.
Wow, you're a backroom brawler.
Hey man, Gold's stamp was like really ripped. I follow in his image.
I love it. All right, go ahead and give me a gold roll here. 8. I know, that was close. I was like, ooh. Alright, and now I'll show you the rest of their characters if you're curious.
Yeah, I just don't like the concept of dupe classes. Makes it feel unspecial.
But yes, we have a Rouge, Sorcerer, Bone Dancer. Although I'll let you know, initially he was a monk.
Okay then. Well, since that I got the Herald of Bones, I think I have to be a Kabbalist.
Okay, alright. So, you're thinking you're going to be ageless?
Well, I'm definitely going to be ageless.
Alright, now I can go ahead and show you the rest of your allies. And what they picked. So if you want to think about that in response to building your character.
Okay then. Oh, the bomb slot is like a really horny rouge that I like it. I like the mirror image with it as well.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun making his character.
Well, everybody's kind of a lot of fun playing it.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with this one. And the drunk having the wand of limited the gambler having a RNG magic is pretty good on his basic attack. But you're thinking, so if you're curious, feel free to ask if what their 13th class skill is as well if you want to.
I think I'm just going to go into Kabbalist blind since I'm a Herald of Bones.
Alright, and it's perfect. There is a good 13th class ability for Kabbalist. If you're curious, let me get it out for you. This is the 13th class skill you can buy as a Kabbalist.
Okay, I'm just sure what this does. Oh, so it's like the Season 2 passive.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
It's mostly a roleplay thing, but it's also kind of fun.
Oh, I think it fits nicely with my Infest.
Oh, it could, yeah. See, you could take the roleplay passive. So let's look at your shop and check through your shop to see if there's anything you really like. Remember, you can get supplies from any row, not just this row. It's just organized by gold cost.
Okay. I have a question. The city that we're in, what kind of dragon aspect does it praise? Do people like Auroras, Gold Stamp? What kind of
It's a small town. They might have like a small church to like a dragon, but it's probably not like super religious or whatever.
Okay. I just want to know what most people praise.
It's definitely your more standard town. I mean, there is a Sun Sword base nearby.
Okay, in that case, I'm definitely going to pick up Peasant Rags. Just for roleplay of like I'm a horror creature that nobody.
I like it.
I have 2 thick fur raiments and 2 obsidian balls.
Sometimes the RNG goes like that.
So it does. Let's pick up some utility. I'll pick up Masterful Ruby, and I definitely Metro Oil if I'm going to be like a preacher of gold stands.
All right, that's
custom goldie. That seems nice.
Oops, wrong buttons.
You want me to keep track of my?
No, I got it. And then minus 100.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, good amount of passive stuff. Not planning this out very carefully, so I'm kind of.
Remember, I told you that don't feel like for the gold thing you have to be super attentive, because I will remind you, there is a once per shot bet off if you want to try to go for one last item. It's a way to avoid those awkward, oh, I have 30 gold but no 10 gold items or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I need Book of Bones.
Of course, you've got to make more ageless.
I guess near sight would be good for nighttime. Yeah, I'll pick up near sight.
Well, notice it's not actually an anytime action, by the way.
Well, I don't think any gems really have any times.
There are a few actions that count as any times. Like, any of the skills that say you can use your regular action at any time. Also, your anytime gem will have to be used to, like, try and use your limiteds and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's close. It's a little bit like Season 2, where limiteds take up an action. I just don't want people double attacking. Technically, if you get a companion, your companion can use their skills as an anytime, with your anytime, without a penalty. And it's not like you can't try to do other stuff with your anytime action. It's just going to be more difficult than normal. Because it's not supposed to be just a, oh, free double attack. It's supposed to be a, if you are desperate, you can use your anytime to try and drag something extra out of your skills.
Well, what if I use my Masterful Ruby with an anytime?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
I mean, I might give you a small benefit to make it easier, but normally, no, the rule is, like, you're gonna not... Also, I think it costs an anytime to dodge for the rest of the round or whatever is another way you can use that. If you're really struggling on what to pick, remember, you can pick from any supplies, which are multiple gold incomes.
Wait, there's a way to get gold? Or just ways to spend gold?
Well, there is another way to get gold as well. You can take disabilities if you want gold.
Sure. I'll buy
Basically, they're... Well, check through the disabilities and see which one you want. Although I'm thinking I might have to RNG it next time in the future, so people don't just pick a supply they think fits their character. The least disabling supply for their character.
I'm ageless, so I don't think a scarred 5 usage would be very fitting. Like, I may just have a scar over my eye, but that'd be roleplay. PTSD seems kind of fun for an ageless creature. One day the paladins attacked my village and they locked me up. Yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, you want to have the disability of PTSD, huh?
Yeah, I'm a slight nut job.
Alright, then you gain 100 gold now.
Okay, I think I'm gonna buy some class abilities. Let's go with Blanket of Darkness, of course.
Alright, I'll take that 100 gold off.
Raven's Claw. It's also a good ability.
I'll take that off as well.
I'll go with Dexterous. I'm probably not going to be wearing much clothes. Well, probably not going to have much physical gear, seeing as I'm only wearing peasant rags.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got a lot of money. You can buy up. There is a lot of supplies you can take.
Yeah, but I think I have another plan. I think I'm going to buy a Veteran Spellblade Medal.
Oh, okay. That's a fun treasure.
Okay, got a little bit gold left.
So you can afford anything with 200 gold if you try to use your bet. It's possible you could get that.
Let me just look through these to see if there's anything I want.
I did bring up the racial mastery for 80 gold. You could literally use up a passive slot and go, you know what? I don't want those 4 RNG spells. Just I want to choose 2 spells I think fit my character.
Oh, where would I choose the spells from?
Anything, any of the normal spells in this thing.
Oh,
Literally, if you're curious, where is it? Where's... Yeah, there's Elven Mastery.
oh, forget all of my spells or just
Oh,
spells?
it means the spells you learn from character creation. That's literally a trade-off, like, to make you like a Season 2 elf. You're taking away your racial gold and your racial gain spells to learn any 2 spells in the game. Of course, they have to be approved by me, but...
The only skill I like that I got from Elf is Infest. And that's like.
And if you really wanted, you could keep Infest and to pick that as one of your 2 skills.
Yeah, I could. But I don't really know what I want for my other Elf spell if I did pick that.
Yeah. Well, feel free to take your time, look over your character. Like, you're definitely playing the very evil Kabbalist type. You could... Some Bone Dancer skills could fit your character.
Ooh, I can take Grand Raven's Gift and just have a little Grand Raven thing going on.
Whoa, 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 I thought you were a devout of Gold Stint, not the Grand Raven.
Well, what is the Grand Raven?
I don't know. Lore hasn't officially established what the hell that is yet.
Well, I think with all the Grand Raven skills in the game, it's a Dark Fire combo, so I don't think I'd be going too far away from Gold Stand.
Yeah. As I said, there's plenty. Feel free to use the website to look up stuff. If you're curious, you're welcome to look through the custom cards that are part of the set up here in the upper right corner.
Oh god, custom classes.
Well, as I said, these are all the custom class skills.
Oh god, I forgot about Dance of the Dead.
Yes.
The meme guy inside me really wants to take that.
Oh yeah, and then God, I think I took that out of, like, here's all the custom class abilities, as well as there's, if you want to look through the Primentalist. I think that's, where did I put the Primentalist? Oh yeah, here's the Primentalist right here, if you want to look through their skills. But I don't know if any of them really fit you.
Yeah, and I'm looking more so for dark magic. Okay, let's look over what I have. I can deal... Okay, I don't need to worry about damage. I'm fine on damage. Okay, I am definitely going to buy Elven Mastery. So that's... I am going to want Infest for my elf, for one of my elf spells. I'm also going to want the... I want Disguise EX.
Oh?
Yeah. Good, just... It's good, like, spy ability.
Oh, you're thinking disguise and infest. Alright.
Yeah, so I can really scare
Alright,
somebody.
so you want the bard version?
No, I want the companion version.
Alright.
That way so it's spammable.
Damn it, you have too much of the same ideas. Now let me find it for you while you figure shit out.
Okay, 90 gold left. So what else can I do? Look.
Remember, you can just do a bet off if you want. If you want to try to go like for a 100 gold item, go, okay, I want to spend my last 90 gold to try to get a 100 gold item. And I'll kind of give you a roll or something. And if you win, you can just get that item for your last 90 gold. And if you lose, you just lose your 90 gold. So is there one last item you want to try, 100 gold item you want to try to go for?
No, I'll go for Essence Tap, then go for another 50. Probably can't do some.
And you don't have to spend all your gold. It's just, you're welcome to.
I think I'll try to bet on the Deflex. It's right here in my shop in case you're curious.
Hmm?
I would like to bet on the Deflex.
Okay.
Right
for 40 gold out of 50 gold. Yeah, 40 out of 50. Did a low roll for gold, so I'm going to give you... I'm going to say, as long as you don't low roll, you can have it.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. That is a 9. That's not a low roll. You can have it.
Okay, I'm happy with this.
Alright, your bonus stamina for your empty inventory slots. You have...
Oh, I didn't even think about my peasant rag.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were filling up your inventory. I'm like,
I bought more for the roleplay.
Yeah, of course, the roleplay side of it. I totally get it. Makes sense. So let's see. You have a bonus 12, I think, for peasant rags, is it? Yeah, it's 3. So that gives you 17 stamina from your rags plus 20. So that's 27 with your cornerstone and attribute, which is 47 with Kabbalist, and then another 22 on top of the 47. So I think that puts you at 69.
I'll stick your word on that.
There you
Also, my Book of Bones.
Also, yes, you will also gain an additional 10 stamina for the one who's already an ageless. And I assume you're an ageless as well?
First, I'm ageless.
Alright then you get another 10. So you'll have 89 stamina.
Good, I thought I was going to be very squishy, but...
Now you're
doing alright.
surprisingly fine. Okay, so feel free to start thinking up your personality, your backstory. Let me know as soon as you can if you figure out what your character does, so I can figure out so I can build you a legendary that fits your character.
Okay, sounds good.
Just alright then. I think with this character creation, there might be one or two more people who make their character, but I'll let you guys know as officially, as long as you are definitely available, Max, on Sunday. We're hopefully going to run these 4 characters through Campaign 6 of Urealms Live Fan Quest. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da.